Hey, you guys, providers. So it's Kendrick here from Providence Tarot. I'm going to be giving you your weekly tarot scopes for the week of February 21st through the 28th. Everyone, the reading, generally throughout the spread is the Queen of Swords. So this is talking about truth through expression or expressing truth, right? This is kind of like allowing yourself to come together with other people and talk about issues that really matter. A lot of us are thinking very logically about things right now. This is kind of a time to be logical because it's Pisces season, and that's like unstable energy, unstable water. The Pisces is bookending this reading, and I'll get to that at the end of this whole thing, but we'll get started with Aries and we'll talk about it once we finish, okay? Aries, your card this week is the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is talking about lessons to be learned in terms of like emotions, right? Your emotional process, what you're able to provide to other people, and what other people are able to provide to you. Or this could just be you injecting a sense of compassion into something, right? You could be showing compassion towards animals, towards children, right? Because pages do represent children. You might be involving yourself in like the needs of children, or you might actually be providing children with an experience that's going to help them progress and move forward in the future. You might be helping them build something. This could be building their confidence. You might be building your own confidence by way of working with children, and maybe it's it's rewarding for you. You're sacrificing parts of yourself, Aries, for an experience, right? You're becoming more vulnerable, and it's really good because, it makes you feel good. It's a show of love and compassion. Great for Pisces season. Taurus, so you're going through some expansions, right? Something is growing. A situation has grown for you over a period of time because you have the Ten of Wands here, and that is Saturn in Sagittarius. So you may be feeling like you're unable to move forward or progress or reach a goal because you might be feeling burdened by all of the other things that you have going on, or some of the things that you may be having going on that you want to let go of. You may want to drop some things so that you can pick up something else. Maybe you feel like you're unable to take advantage of an opportunity they may present itself because you have just become aware of how much you have been doing. Maybe you need to ask someone for help, Taurus. You know what I mean? And I just did your reading, so it's saying that you might need to let go of something so you can begin this process of creativity that's meant for you. It's a goal that you want to achieve. It's wish fulfillment, right? You won't be able to achieve your dreams and achieve your wishes if you feel held down by your responsibilities that you no longer want to be responsible for, okay? Bye, Taurus. Gemini, this is a mutable major arcana card for you. You're the first mutable sign, and this is Virgo, which is the mutable sign that comes after you, okay? This is talking about processes, and also the Hermit is ruled by Mercury, so you're tapping into that mercurial energy in a different way, right? Right now, Mercury, I believe, is in Pisces, which is opposing this card, so you might just be feeling a little bit of opposition in terms of like your daily life and your daily routine. You might be trying to think very practically about things instead of thinking, coming from an emotional standpoint. Whatever it is, you're focused on expanding on something. You're focused on something coming to a completion, a cycle completing itself, right? By way of your analysis and you're starting, you getting downloads, data entry, that type of thing. Definitely reflecting on an experience that's going to close this cycle for you. And that's good, right? It's practical. Cancer, you're embarking on a new journey or a new experience just as Aries is, okay? So maybe it's a cardinal thing going on. The Page of Wands is enthusiastic, and this person, you, are ready to learn from your experiences. You're ready for the challenge, even if you feel challenged by the lessons and by the experience itself. This is saying that you have charisma, you know what I mean? And you have energy. You are very energetic. And, you're bringing a sense of pizzazz and optimism to something something that otherwise might be intimidating, but you're not letting it intimidate you. You are feeling very optimistic about it. You're not naive. You're coming in with a little bit more knowledge than one would, you know, and you have the fire, you have the passion, you have the heart, the will, and the drive, Cancer. Whatever it is that you feel like you want to do, you can make it past it. You have some more things to learn, and maybe there might be some bumps in the road, but, you know, you'll definitely have a sense of pride about you once this has all transpired, okay? Leo, we're talking about completions of cycles here, right? And you have the World card, which is the second major arcana card in this reading, which is also an Earth card, because we're dealing with an Earth trine this week with that full moon in Virgo and the energy that's going on in Taurus. And it's kind of has that energy. If it's not exactly that, it sort of echoes or wants to be that almost, right? So you're thinking of completing a cycle, right? There's a cycle that is going to complete itself, and it's going to bring more creativity into your world. You're going to feel renewed, right? But you're going to feel renewed from a place of stability. It's not necessarily going to feel very fresh, but you're going to feel like something has finished and now you can start from a different point, okay? So this is saying that, you know, you've put in some of the work, or you're going to get ready to put in some of the work. And, you know, it's just expanding on an idea of expanding on the awareness that you have of, you know, yourself, knowing that you have everything that it takes to succeed, okay? And practicing that will. All right, Virgo, so we got another major arcana card that is a part of the Earth trine, right? You got the Devil card. So this is talking about feeling attached to some things that might, you know, make you feel tied down, burdened by the experience. You might just be dealing with some codependencies, or you might just be dealing with some unhealthy attachments. This could be unhealthy attachments to working too hard, or you might just be feeling like someone has you, you know, kind of like maybe taking advantage of you, or maybe taking you for granted, that type of thing. Your awareness is growing, or not just the awareness, but you're expanding on a commitment. You're closing out a commitment, right? It's like you may have been committed to something, but now you're realizing that you don't want to be committed to that thing anymore because it's no longer serving you. You know what I mean? And this is like you can create more harmony in your life once you realize where you need to break these ties, these chains, okay? Libra, what's going on? You have creative cardinal energy that's double water. You got the Queen of Cups here, so that's cardinal water. It's Cancer energy, and that is evolution. That's intuition. That's, you know, allowing your dreams to kind of like guide you. And because we're in Pisces season, Pisces, you know, Venus has a connection between Pisces and Libra. It rules Libra, but then it's also exalted in Pisces. So now that we're in Pisces season, it's that feeling of duality. Cancer is also a feeling of duality, right? It's the understanding that there's a me and there's a you, which is very Libra as well, okay? Because it's like for every action, there is a reaction. For every, you know, for every call, there is a response. I need to relate to you on an emotional level now. I need you to understand what it is that I'm feeling, and I want to understand what it is that you're feeling, okay? That's what Libra is saying. Libra is also trying to nurture an experience. They're trying to bring something to the experience that's going to help it evolve, okay? Scorpio, I think you might have gotten this card in your reading, but I'm not really sure. It might have been Capricorn, okay? So this is the Three of Swords. It could have even been Aries. But this is talking about understanding the formation of something, understanding how something has, you know, started to look based on more information that has come in, right? It's like after the two, you get the three. The information has come in, and now we understand more about the circumstances because of that information. This is like things taking shape in your head. You may not feel very good about it, but at least you're informed, right? It's karmic. It's a karmic relationship that you might be closing out you know, a cycle on, or you might be, you know, feeling like you're unable to create something out of a karmic relationship that has probably ended, or a cycle that has completed itself. Because the threes are talking about a cycle that's completed itself. You might even be thinking about a third-party relationship, you know what I mean? So you feel restricted in your ability to relate to some people or some things, right? All right, Sagittarius, we're dealing with, you have Jupiter in your sign right now, and you have the Four of Cups here, which is Moon in Cancer. So this is talking about, emotional evolution, and it's also talking about emotional stability. You're trying to create some form of structure, but you may not be able to do that because you're being so affected emotionally by an experience, right? You may be feeling like you're not capable of creating something right now, and there's something that the universe might be offering you that's trying to get you to see that you do have the capability to create something confidently, because Cancer is talking about confidence. And listen to your intuition. Your intuition might be telling you something that you're not listening to because you're feeling too complacent, right? You may not be able to take yourself out of that slump. Jupiter's going to be there all year. Even when he goes retrograde, he's going to be providing you with things. So it's just you being aware of how committed you are to oneself and creating more emotional structures. Okay? Capricorn, so you have a Virgo card here. You have a Sun in Virgo, which is talking about getting the work done. You're committed to creativity, yeah? And you might even be dealing with a Taurus, because this Taurus got this card in their Venus placement. So you may be in a relationship with a Taurus, or there may be something going on there. This is talking about how you are respecting a process, right? That is creative. Your intention, what you put into it, the work you put into it, how disciplined you are, how motivated do you feel? I feel like you feel very motivated, and you are very disciplined. You're showing up, you're doing the job well, and you're doing quality work. And I feel like it doesn't really matter if you get the recognition for doing this work. This is kind of like your service, the service that you are doing. You're putting stuff out there. You're going to get a return, because hard work does not go unnoticed. You know what I mean? You're definitely going to gain some strength out of this situation financially, which is very good for you. All right. Aquarius, what are we dealing with right now? You have the Tower. So this is kind of like, your awareness has grown of a commitment, right? Something that has ended. Something is being shaken up, and it might just be like, the expansion of like how harmony is being disturbed. It's like the overwhelming sensibility of how something is being disturbed. And the Tower does come in, and it opposes the harmony, right? Because it's kind of like a disharmonious feeling. Inharmonious feeling. And Mars is opposite Venus. And this could be Scorpio. Again, Aquarius, you might be dealing with a Scorpio. You might just be dealing with some changes that are occurring that are destroying some things. But it's always time to rebuild after the rubble, right? Yeah. So you're definitely going to be rebuilding soon. Pisces, all right, we opened with Aries, and they got the Page of Cups, and now you got the Knight of Cups, honey. So you are a progression from that. You are a growth. So you might be offering more compassion towards something. You might be coming in and trying to apologize to someone about something. You might just be getting an apology from someone that wants to offer it to you. Somebody might be showing you more compassion, or you might just be sacrificing parts of yourself for someone else. And it has to do with how wise you've become. It's been a long road, and things have moved slow, but you really are ready to try to nurture some experience and try to provide some kind of like avenue for compassion, love, appreciation, for just being here. You might be great. Pisces, I was doing your reading and the camera just cut off, but this is good, okay? Because I get to do it again. So you got the Knight of Cups, and you're closing out the energy of the weeklies, right? We started with Pisces, now we're ending with Pisces. Or we started with a cup, now we're ending with a cup. This is you offering an apology to someone by way of a strong feeling that you feel compelled to do, or somebody might be feeling compelled to offer you some form of an apology, or maybe just some form of compassion or love, right? Whatever it is, it's a show of love, and it's a show of appreciation. Maybe you may have sacrificed something, right? And that caused some kind of feelings to be stirred up. Some sort of emotional instability is being met with a feeling of wisdom and just resolution. This might be a resolution to something in some way, shape, or form for you. Okay, don't be intimidated by the experience. If you need to say you're sorry, Pisces, say you're sorry, and know why.